It's Madden NFL 23, and we'll get to see the Eagles' leader at quarterback, as he's gone over 4,000 yards passing now for the year. It's the Eagles and the Patriots under the lights on Thursday night.
This time of year in Philly, you know what to expect. Cold temps, and we got them. But the skies are clear tonight at Lincoln Financial Field. Tonight, on this fine Thursday night, we've got a good one in store between the New England Patriots and the Philadelphia Eagles. Evan McPherson has this one teed up, and off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. Jones looking to throw right away. Eluding the pressure right. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. Now this defense for the Eagles, they were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw into the hands of Henry here. He's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
So the Eagles now, they'll be in great position here to start things out. And trotting out there leading them is their 4th-year quarterback. On first down, Nixon. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down. They'll keep it on the ground. Nixon. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
That one, a first down pickup of 8. You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
They'll run on first down. Nixon. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Now a handoff up the middle. Nixon, and he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Nixon. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Ball at the 9 on 2nd and 8. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the check.
Touchdown, Eagles! A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Eagles put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it was capped off by an Eagles touchdown. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Well, some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive. And they are losers of 2 straight coming into this Thursday night game. Is it more difficult, CD, when you take a losing streak into a quick turnaround game like this?
It certainly is, because you don't get time to work on the issues that you've had throughout the season that have caused you to have the record that you're having. You can't really get those set. So now you're trying to minimize those and maximize what you've been doing well. And I remember a game recently where one of the assistant coaches said to the head coach, forget our running back rotation. This guy has a hot hand, and they rode him to a victory. Those are things you have to look out for in games like this.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Now Jones. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he has another first down as he'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 35. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. Throwing, Jones. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Patriots in control of the football, as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. Jones throw brought in by Watson. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. And now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. And defense, they're blitzing here. Jones. And this complete to Henry over the middle. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he won't be close. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
On 4th down, Jones. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And the Eagles defense able to hold. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. Nixon. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 51 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. On first down, Nixon. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a first down.
I love football lingo and the evolution of it all. Nickel defense makes sense, right? Five defensive backs. But then you go to 6. What are you going to call that? And they call it a
double
dime. A dime, which is just very simple for them. The math doesn't add up. But I know one thing. Offenses love to run against dime defenses. Typically, the bigger guys have an advantage against the smaller defensive backs when they're blocking downfield.
Yeah, we saw that advantage right there. That's going to be caught. And he's in for a score. And his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal.
And McPherson on for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. A drive that time of 6 plays. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change at quarterback, running back, tight end, it doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, and it winds up falling incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. And Jones going to keep once more. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First down now, but the clock continues to move. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jones. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. They'll try the right side with Harris. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's in his own second quarter, already closing in on a 100-yard game.
And that's the magic number for a running back. Anytime you get to that triple digits, that's all you're looking for. But he's got a chance to really exceed that in this one.
Yeah, he does. That's been the gold standard for a long time, hasn't it, that 100-yard mark?
It really has, and that never has to shift because it's in a game. It's a 1,000-yard mark. I'm wondering, since we've gone from 12 to 14 to 16 games, maybe we need to up that a little.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 23. Now back to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Eagles will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by McCoy. Good, and that makes the score 21-0. Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, we'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. Room here to run. And all the way down to the 35. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in just a moment. But first, let's give everybody a look at what's coming up this weekend in the NFL. In the 1 o'clock games, the one that catches the eye happens in Big D.
All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. The Eagles offense making their way back out as we take a look at the playoff picture in the NFC. And you can see by the X next to their name they have clinched the NFC East already. For the moment, though, they would host a wild card game in round 1.
And for me, it brings back memories about how tough it is to win this division. Not just in recent years, but think about the decades that have stacked up where we've said the NFC East, always one of the toughest divisions in the NFL.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. He's got a man complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Well, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. And certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game. Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack the defense and take them out of the game. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 28-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. So here are the Patriots now. They get ready for their first possession of half number 2. A CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Jones. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on to punt for New England. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10.
Here we go.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. He's got a man complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A big play there. Standing alone with a new NFL record 32nd touchdown. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes this 35-0 now. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. New England trotting into place on offense. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Now Jones to throw on third down. He finds his man complete. That's Johnston. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now a first down carry for Harris. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's second down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll run again with Harris. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Jones now on third down. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. A call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They're obviously right now in the driver's seat, comfortably ahead. They've scored on a couple straight possessions, Charles. And, I mean, for them, I guess it's just more of the same, right? Keep doing what you've been doing.
Yeah, it's not typical for us to see games out of reach in the 3rd quarter. Right now, they're unstoppable in this one. And seeing how they just came out onto the field, it does appear like they're done scoring points in this one. They look awfully confident.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Ready?
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Nixon. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. Nixon. And not much room to speak of. He'll get about 3 up to the 41. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. He wants it all for the end zone. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Well, when coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just say that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. New England's offense set to go. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. Jones throwing on 1st down. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd. Another try after the 1st down sack. Jones And his throw's going to be incomplete. New England on third down. Lacking much success. Just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and a mile. Jones now. They're bringing a blitz. He finds his receiver, Watson. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Here's Jones on first down. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry. And now it's 2nd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. His throw incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his target, Harris. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 41-yard line. Back to throw. Jones. Over the middle here. It's hauled in by Watson. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. To throw again on 2nd down. Jones. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete. So 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive. And now they face a 3rd and 3 here. Looking to throw. Jones. Open man. Smith-Schuster. It's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Juju Smith-Schuster. 33 yards. And the Patriots are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Extra point right down the middle as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. And oh my, mistake there. Backs up, takes a fair catch at the 3-yard line. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard. But they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Well, sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. 114 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. On 2nd down, Nixon. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. McPherson now for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And the last play, a really nice run that culminated in the touchdown. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Now the Patriots gearing up to go now. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. but to hold a team below double figures in a game, in an NFL game, that's certainly something to take pride in.
So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. Back to throw now on 1st down. Right side caught by Jackson. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that will bring up 2nd down. That one looks like he'll throw here. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Even though they've got this big advantage, Charles, they are not taking their foot off the gas pedal right now.
Well, I think what we're seeing is the result of all their great preparation and great practice time during the week. And even though it seems like this is a great chance to pull people back and maybe, not try and score a few more times, they don't want to do that. I think they're enjoying what they're seeing, the collective effort, and they want to play it all the way out.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Well, this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
After the sack on 1st down, Jones. Open man, the tight end, Henry. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for...
And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. Point after, right down the middle as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the 4th quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted. So they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. He's got him in, complete. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Well, when they said before the game that they were going to try and execute every second of this contest, I guess that was taken literally because here they are in the final moments of the 4th, putting another touchdown on the board, Charles, to add to this big lead.
I'm not a big believer in 110%, but it certainly applies here, doesn't it? Because some guys just can't go with less. As long as there's time left on the clock, they're pushing to get to the end zone one more time. They don't really care about what the optics show. They just want to finish the game off the way that they like to play it. Full speed, all out.
And now out come the Patriots. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off to let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there's no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for Philadelphia, they'll wind up picking up win number 14 on the year. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for New England,
they dropped to a very tough record at 3-13 on the year.
And they will look to turn it around next time out.